talking about symmetry. Okay. So we already said that symmetry was like looking in a mirror. So we've all looked in a mirror before, or a piece of glass, when we see our reflection. That's what we call symmetry, looking in a mirror. Okay. And so in transformations, when we're doing transformations, the thing that we're looking at, or the thing that the words that we're looking for, is what we call a line of symmetry. So I want to talk about a line of symmetry. All right, I want to talk about a line of symmetry. Now, what does that mean? That means the following. If I had to draw a shape, okay, here's the shape that I like to use. So there's my shape, okay. If I had to draw that shape, and I had to draw a line down the middle of that shape where it's exactly perfect from one side to the other side. So here's the line that I'm going to draw. Right? There's my line. It's a little bit off, so I'm just going to move it very quickly for you. All right. Do you agree that that line that I've just drawn, that dotted line, all right, if I had to take my picture, that heart, and I had to fold it, it would give me the exact same image on both sides of my page, okay? My heart is exactly the same on both sides. In other words, it is symmetrical, all right? So this dotted line that we've just drawn is what we call a line of symmetry. A line of symmetry, right? Let's write to ourselves what line of symmetry means. Okay, so a line of symmetry is like, imagine, all right, placing a mirror, okay, along the dotted line. So imagine I go and I put a mirror on that dotted line, all right? If the one half of the shape is a mirror, exact same copy of the other half of the shape, then that means that the shape has a line of symmetry. So imagine placing a mirror along the dotted line. If one half of the shape is a mirror image, okay, of the other half, then the shape has a line of symmetry. So if when I have my mirror there, it's exactly the same, and when I fold it over, it's exactly the same, and if I put a mirror on it, it's exactly the same, it means, yes, we have a line of symmetry. All right. I'm going to give you a few seconds to either write that down or take a screenshot, and then we're going to go practice how to do this. Okay, so we're going to practice how to do this. All right. Are we good, guys? It looks like we're all okay in the picture and my images, my videos. I'm seeing most of you are done. Most of you ready to go? All right, I'll bring it back to this page a little bit later on if you still want to take some notes down. All right, if you still need to take a photo, but let's go practice this. Let's go have a look at lines of symmetry. All right, so we're going to have a look at some images now, okay, some drawings, and we're going to decide, are the dotted lines lines of symmetry? So that's the first thing we're going to decide, is the dotted lines that are drawn, are they lines of symmetry or are they not? So first of all, here are two drawings for us. So let's look at number one. In number one, I have a star. So in number one, I have a star, okay? I'm looking at that dotted line. I'm going to make it a bit bigger for you so you can see it. Okay, I'm looking at my star and I'm looking at the dotted line. If I had to take that picture and I had to fold it along the dotted line, would I have the exact same shape on both pieces of my paper, first of all right? If I had to take a mirror and put a mirror on that line, would I have a mirror image of my shape? All right, do I have a mirror image of my shape? And I'm seeing a lot of people message me in the chat, even though Mr. Hugo told you not to, but well done. Okay, a lot of people are telling me yes. So yes, this first one is definitely a line of symmetry. Well done, guys. Well done. Definitely. If I had to fold it over, it would be exactly the same. Right, I'm doing one more with you, and then I'm going to take hands. Okay, so number two. Let's look at number two. In number two, I have a rectangle. All right, I'm going to highlight the axis of symmetry that they've given you here. All right, and I want to know, if I had to take that shape, that rectangle, so a rectangle is kind of like a piece of paper. So if you've got a piece of paper on you, take a piece of paper. All right, so you've probably been writing on a piece of paper, hopefully, okay? And if you had to fold that rectangle along the line that they've given you, is that an axis of symmetry, guys? Do you get a perfect shape on both sides? Do you get the perfect shape on both sides? Have a look. Take your piece of paper that you've got on you. Okay, you've got a piece of paper in front of you. That's a rectangle. Well done. Exactly. No, it's not. So if I had to take that and I had to fold it along this line, no, it definitely wouldn't be an axis of symmetry. Okay, so we're going to say here, no. Okay, so again, let's look at axes of symmetry. All right, let's talk about axis of symmetry quickly. Okay, so axis of symmetry, if I fold it in half, it must be exactly the same on both sides. So the star, beautiful. The star, definitely. When I folded it over, the one point went to the other point, the bottom point went to the other point, all good. Okay, but if I have a rectangle, I'm going to go and cut a smaller piece of paper so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's see here. So at the moment, this is a square. Let's make it into a rectangle for you guys. So there is a rectangle that they've given me. All right. I'm going to do it a different color on the other side so you'll be able to see that it's got a different color on the other side to it. This is the best way to do it. All right. Like I said, with your piece of paper as well. Okay, so here's my other square of a different color. Stick them down there for you. All right. So here's my rectangle. The one side's green, the other side's yellow. Okay. If I fold it along the axis of symmetry that they've given me, that line, so we don't know if it's an axis of symmetry, we're trying to work it out, okay? I'm going to fold it on that line. So here's the line. It's from corner to corner. Corner to corner. What do I see, guys? Do the points all match up? Do the corners match up? Okay. Do they match up? Definitely not. No. So is that line an axis of symmetry for those people who say they're not sure, they don't understand? No, it's not an axis of symmetry because the points aren't lining up. All right, awesome. Okay, let's give you guys a try now. Let's give you guys a try. So let's have a look. Number 3 and number 4. Okay, I'm going to ask Mr. Hugo to drop all your hands quickly while you look at it. Mr. Hugo, if we can drop everyone's hands just while we look at it for 2 seconds. And then number 3 and number 4. All right. Who is helping me out here? Number 3 and number 4. Okay. I see I've got Azande. Oh, she's gone. All right. Mr. Hugo, we can lift hands now. Okay. So let's have a look. Azande, I did say you first. So Azande, number 3. Hi, Azande.
Hi, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good, thank you. Okay, Azande, talk to me about number 3. Is number 3 an axis of symmetry? In other words, if I had to fold that shape on that line, would I get the same shape?
No, ma'am.
No, well done. The points are definitely not going to match up. Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Well done. Thank you so much, Azande.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, let's go Umar. Umar, number 4. Talk to me.
Hello, ma'am.
Hi, how
Ma'am,
are you?
I'm okay, and you?
Good, thanks. Umar, talk to me about number 4. Is it an axis of symmetry or not?
It is.
It is an axis of symmetry. Well done, Umar. Why? What makes it an axis of symmetry?
Ma'am, it's because if you fold it, the 2 points will touch.
Amazing. Well done. You are completely right. Thank you so much. Thanks, Umar. All right. So that was number 3 and number 4. Well done, guys. Let's have a look at our next ones. Let's have a look at number 5 and number 6. Okay, let's go to Sigma. Hi, Sigma.
Miss, it's not a thing of symmetry.
Well done. Number 5 is definitely not an axis of symmetry. It's a kite, and kites do have axis of symmetry, but that's not the axis of symmetry. Am I right?
Yes,
well
Miss,
done.
have to.
Thank you so much. Am I saying your name correctly? Is it Sigma, hey?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. All right, let's go Brianna. Brianna, number 6. This one looks familiar, am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
How are you, Brianna?
I'm good, and you, ma'am?
I'm good, thank you. Brianna, tell me, number 6, is that an axis of symmetry?
Yes, it is an axis of symmetry.
Well done. Tell me why. Why is it an axis of symmetry?
Ma'am, because when you fold it, it touches together. I forgot.
Well done. Amazing. That's good. Well done. It touches together. The sides touch together. Well done. Thank you. All right. Let's carry on our journey here. So I think these are our last 2. Let's double check. Yes. Okay. These are our last 2, number 7 and number 8. Now that line is kind of weird. That line's kind of weird. Don't let it trick you. Let's go Katlego. Hi, Katlego.
Hello, ma'am.
How are you?
Good, and you?
Good, thanks. Katlego, talk to me. Number 7, axis of symmetry or not?
It's not.
Oh, are you sure? Think about it. Have a look at it. Are you sure? If I had to fold it. I told you it's a tricky one, that one.
Okay, ma'am, if we were to fold it,
yeah,
then it would be
Can you see?
symmetrical.
Definitely would, hey? Well done, because
Yes.
this point would touch that point, and this point would touch that point. Okay, I told you it's a tricky one because they made it like diagonal, hey?
Yes,
all right, well done. Thanks, Katlego.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. And I've got one last one here, guys. Let's go with Lungawa. Hi, Lungawa.
Hi, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm fine, and you, ma'am?
I'm good, thanks, Lungawa. Okay, Lungawa, talk to me about number 8. Axis of symmetry or not?
It is, miss.
Are you sure? Number 8, hey? Are you sure? Do you want me to cut it out on some pictures? Let's see. Are you ready? Okay,
Yes,
what
ma'am.
shape is that? Lungawa, tell me, what shape is that? What kind of shape when we did our quadrilaterals? Talk to me about what that shape's called. Can you remember?
No, ma'am.
Oh, it's that fancy one with the Z in it, the trapezium. You remember the trapezium?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm going to cut a trapezium out for you quickly. Oh my goodness, here we go. Okay, so there's my two different colors. All right, I'm cutting out
Yes,
my
ma'am.
trapezium. Lucky I've got my trusty little scissors here tonight. Okay, like that. And then from that corner to that corner. All right, do you agree that's like a trapezium, hey? That's on your drawing.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now I'm going to fold it over, and they want me to fold it in the middle like that. Okay, talk to me. Is that the axis of symmetry?
No, ma'am.
Oh, no, because why not? What's happening? We're missing some?
Missing some of the
points, hey?
points.
Yeah, okay, so is
And
that
they're
an
not
axis
equal.
of symmetry? That's
No,
it. Well
ma'am.
done, Lungawa. It's going to be no.
No.
Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me use my crafting stuff here, my scissors and my pieces of paper.
Bye, ma'am.
All right, guys. Okay, so we've gone and we've answered one kind of question. And the one kind of question they can ask you in a test and an exam is whether there is axis of symmetry. So whether that is the axis of symmetry or not, and why it is the axis of symmetry or not. Okay, so that's one kind of question. Another kind of question that they can ask you in a test looks like this. The next kind of question they say is they can say to draw the line of symmetry on each shape. So I'm going to show you how to do this first, and then I'm going to ask for some help. All right, so we're going to draw the axis of symmetry on each shape. Now remember, all right, that there might be more than one axis of symmetry for some shapes, but in this case, we're going to go for the one that's the most obvious. So if I'm looking at this first shape, okay, and I'm going to take my line here, I'm going to make sure, first of all, that when I draw an axis of symmetry, that it's always a dotted line, okay, and that I use a pencil and I use a ruler. All right, remember, when I first do it, I always use a pencil. Only when I go back and I'm absolutely sure that that's the correct answer do I then go over it in pen. All right, so here we go. I'm drawing my axis of symmetry. For me, if I'm looking at this drawing, okay, I'm just going to draw my line first, guys, and then I'm going to move it for you. Okay, if I'm looking at this drawing, to me, where the axis of symmetry lies is definitely from that top point down to the base of that triangle. Because if I had to fold it along that axis of symmetry, what would happen? I would have the same picture and the same picture on both sides. Okay, so go ahead, draw a triangle for yourself on your page so that you can see where an axis of symmetry for that kind of triangle is. All right. While you're doing that, in my next drawing is a little bit more of a more complicated drawing than the one we just did, okay? But in my next drawing, remember, an axis of symmetry doesn't have to go from the top to the bottom. It doesn't have to be vertical. An axis of symmetry can also be horizontal, like we've seen just now, and it can even be diagonal, all right? So it can be slanted. So if we're looking at number 2, okay, I'm going to go draw my line first, and then I'm going to move it for you guys. If I'm looking at number 2, I'm thinking that my axis of symmetry is definitely down the middle of that shape. So it's horizontal, and it's cutting that shape in half. So when I had to fold that shape, what would happen? Okay, this point over here would match up with that point. This point would match up with this point. And finally, this point would match up with that point. Okay. All right, now let's let you guys give it a go. And so to do this, what I'm going to do is I am going to go and draw a line first. So I'm going to do 2 lines. I'm going to do a line, okay, that I'm going to call a vertical line. Okay, so one that's going from top to bottom. And I'm going to draw a horizontal line. So a line that goes from side to side. So you've got 2 options to do for these ones, for number 3 and number 4. You've got a vertical line, or you've got a horizontal line. And when I ask you, you're going to tell me whether it's a vertical line or a horizontal line. Okay, so that's how we're going to answer the questions. And that's how you're going to help me out. You're going to tell me, is it a vertical line or is it a horizontal line? So the first person that had their hand up here was Sam. Sam, is that right? Am I saying your name correctly?
Yes,
Hi, Sam. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good, thanks. Sam, tell me, for number 3, is it a horizontal line or is it a vertical line?
Horizontal.
Well done. It is a horizontal line. I agree with you. So there is my horizontal line. Whoopsie, I might need to make my horizontal line a bit bigger, hey? There's my horizontal line, and it's definitely going through the middle of that shape. All right. And how did you make your mind up about that, Sam? Tell me.
Because the 2 sides can like flip.
Good, well done.
Down.
The 2 sides can flip. I like that. Good, well done. So this point will match this point, hey?
Yeah.
And then, oh, where's my other points? That point will match that point. This point will match that point. And finally, let's pick one last color. This point will match that point. Well done. Thank you so much, Sam.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, let's go with Lyle. Lyle, tell me, is it a horizontal line or a vertical line? Lyle? Hi, Lyle. Oh, no, Lyle's gone. Okay. Let's go Olerato. Hi, Olerato.
Hi, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm good, and you, ma'am?
I'm good, thank you. Olerato, tell me, number 4, is it a horizontal line or a vertical line?
It's a vertical line.
Well done. It's a vertical line. Sorry, let's move that vertical line over. Okay. Do you agree it's going? I need to make it a bit longer, hey? Would you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
There we go. Are you happy with that, how I've drawn it?
Yes, ma'am. I'm happy.
Okay, cool. All right. And you agree that the reason why it's a vertical line is so that the points match up, hey?
Yes, ma'am.
So this point to that point and this point to that point. Thank you so much. Thanks, Olerato. I hope you've drawn it on your page.
Yes, ma'am.
Good, well done. All right, guys. Okay, let's have a look at our next one. So we've got 2 more, and then we're going to have a look at some real-world examples. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Number 5. Here he comes back again to haunt us. Number 5. Definitely because we used them in our notes. So I'm going to draw number 5's one in for us because we already know that one. Number 5 has definitely got a vertical line. Okay, we've seen that. We've done them already. We did them twice. Okay, I want to know about number 6. So who's telling me about number 6? Boitumelo. Hi, Boitumelo.
Hi, ma'am.
How are you?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good, thanks. Boitumelo, is it a horizontal line or a vertical line?
A horizontal line, ma'am.
Well done. It is a horizontal line. That one's a nice one, hey?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let's draw him in. I'm going to draw the line first, oopsie, and then I'm going to move him for us, okay? So, do you agree he is going straight down? Let's see. He's going straight down the middle, like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you happy with that?
Yes, ma'am.
Well done. And do you agree that now that I've drawn that, it means that if we had to put a mirror on there, we would get the same image? And
Yes,
that's
ma'am.
this point would join that point over there, hey?
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks, Boitumelo. All right, guys, so that takes us to the end of all our drawings and the kinds of questions they can ask you in tests. All right, let's have a look at some real world examples now of some reflection or some axis of symmetry. Okay, so here is our lines of symmetry with some nice colorful pictures. It says, for each of the questions that follow, draw all the possible axes or lines of symmetry and give the number of axes that you found. Okay, so we are going to drop all your hands. All right, we're going to drop all of your hands. I want you to have a look first. Okay, I want you to have a look first. Work out how many axes of symmetry there could be. All right. Unati, are you going to help me with the first one, Unati? Hi, Unati.
Hi, ma'am. Actually,
How
I
are
was
you?
going to ask, finding you, ma'am.
Good, thanks. What's up? You're not going to ask?
I was going to ask a question, ma'am.
Okay, what's your question? Tell me. Talk to me.
I'm interested, ma'am. What if it's not a line segment? Do we have a name for it?
What if it's not a line segment? What do you mean? Say, put it in a sentence for me. What do you mean?
Like
what if it's not a perfect line? What if it's like skew?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so an axis of symmetry is always going to be a straight line. It's never going to be like a skew line. Okay, so it's always, because if you think about like a mirror or a piece of glass, okay, it's not normally, it's always straight. Hey, am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Like you don't really get curved mirrors kind of vibes. You normally get them that they're straight, hey? Okay, but nice question. I like that you're thinking. Well done. Good, well done. All right, do you want to have a look and try this drawing? You don't want to try?
Okay, let me
try number one
I'll
for me. You love answering questions. Come on, number one. Are there any axes of symmetry?
They are
Think about it. Did we do this one already? A rectangle? Did we do a rectangle?
Yes, we did, ma'am. They are
we did.
lines of segments.
They are lines of symmetry. Okay, cool. Are they vertical lines or are they horizontal lines? Or are they diagonal lines? What kind of lines are they?
I would say horizontal.
Horizontal. Okay, so I'm going to go and I'm going to use my piece of paper again. Here's my piece of paper, okay? So here's my rectangle, and in this rectangle, it's got like this corner cut off, and it's got this corner cut off, hey? Do you agree? You good, Unati?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so now they want me, you said to me, it might have a horizontal line. So let's fold it in half along the horizontal line. Ta-da! Right, what am I seeing there in the corner? What's happening? There's a little bit of yellow showing, hey? Careful, can you see they tricked you?
Yes.
Can you see? So for this drawing, are there any lines of symmetry? Nope. There are zero lines. Zero axes or lines. Axes is a different word of symmetry. So they just tried to trick you, that's all. Thanks, Unati. Okay, let's go. Mulalo. Hi, Mulalo.
Hi, ma'am.
How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Mulalo, if I had to look at a leaf, that beautiful leaf in the drawing, okay, and now remember, it's like a drawing, so obviously it's not going to be perfect, but is there a line of symmetry that we could have?
Yes.
Yes, there is. I agree with you. Good. Is it a vertical or a horizontal line?
Vertical.
Well done. It's vertical. So it's going all the way down. Let's move it a little bit here. All right. So there it is. Are you happy with it where I've got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Beautiful. So if I had to put a mirror on that beautiful leaf, would it give me a line of symmetry? Yes, it would, hey? And so how many
Yes,
axes
ma'am.
of symmetry are there? There are 1.
1.
Thank you so much. All right, let's have a look at the next two, guys. So in the next two, I've got a big stop sign. Okay, I've got a big stop sign. And then I've got a beautiful hibiscus flower. All right, let's have a look at the stop sign first. Let's have a look at the stop sign first. So I have got here, oh my goodness, is it Rami's boy? Is your name on there? Hello, hello,
Yes,
what's your
ma'am.
name? What is your name?
It's Ramsey, ma'am. Ramsey, ma'am.
Ramsey, hi Ramsey.
Yeah.
Ramsey, talk to me about number 2. Are there some axes of symmetry in number 2?
Yes, ma'am, there are, ma'am.
Awesome. Are they, what kind of axes are they? Are they like
They're
horizontal?
diagonal, ma'am.
They diagonal. Well done. Well done. So I'm going to go draw them in and you tell me if you're happy or not, okay? All right, so I'm going from that side to like that side. Are you happy with that one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, should I move it a little bit? Like a little bit down, like that.
Yes, ma'am, that's fine, ma'am. That's fine.
Okay, cool. Is there another one?
Yes, ma'am, the other way also, ma'am.
Well done. It didn't trick you. Well done. The other way as well. Good. So there's definitely another one that's going that way. Well done, Ramsey. Thank you so much. So there are 2 axes of symmetry, or lines, axes or lines of symmetry, same thing. Well done. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. All right, I am looking at this beautiful hibiscus flower. All right, I'm going to help us out with this one a little bit. Okay, so with this hibiscus flower, if I had to draw some lines of symmetry on the hibiscus flower, let's see what it would look like. Okay, I'm going to go this way. I'm going to make it, should we make it a different color so we can see it? Let's make it red. Okay, so I've definitely got a line of symmetry going that way. I've definitely got a line of symmetry going that way. I've got another line of symmetry going that way. I've got another line of symmetry going that way. And I've got one final line of symmetry going that way. So altogether, 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 5 lines of symmetry. Can you see how even in nature, we have things called lines of symmetry? Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, last 2 for tonight. Last 2 for tonight. Okay. So number 3, there's like a toxic spill picture there. And then for number 6, we've got a most beautiful picture of a baboon that I've seen. Really, really beautiful. Okay. All right. Let's see. Are there any lines of symmetry? Who haven't we heard from tonight? Amomo. Amo, sorry. Amo. Oh, Amo's gone. All right. Tara Jane. Hi, Tara Jane.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah.
Good. Tara Jane, talk to me about number 3. Are there lines of symmetry in number 3?
Yes, there is.
Okay. What kind? Vertical, horizontal, diagonal? Which way are we going?
There's vertical and horizontal lines, I think.
Good. Well done. Definitely. So there's definitely a diagonal. Okay. There's definitely diagonal. There's definitely another diagonal going that way. All right. And would you agree, Tara Jane, that there is a vertical line going down the middle, hey?
Yeah.
Are you happy with all of those?
Yes.
How many lines are there, Tara Jane?
There are 3 lines of symmetry.
Well done. There are 3. Good. Okay. And my last and favorite one for tonight, my last and favorite picture for tonight. Let's see who we've got to help us out here. Let's go Zwande. Zwande, I can see you. Hi, Zwande.
Yes, miss.
So one day, talk to me. Is there an axis of symmetry on this beautiful face?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is it? Is it horizontal or is it vertical?
Vertical.
Vertical. Well done. Let's draw it in. Let's see if we can do it in yellow and if it'll come out nicely in yellow. Let's see. So it is definitely vertical. I agree with you. And we can go down the middle. Hey?
Yes.
So down the middle. Oh, and we need to make it a dotted line. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? Aren't those colors beautiful?
Yes, miss.
Gorgeous. Hey, thank you, Zawande. All right, guys, I hope that you learned a lot tonight about lines of symmetry and axes of symmetry. I hope that the pictures helped. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the screen back to that very first page that we were working on tonight, where we wrote some notes in case there's anybody else who wants to write these notes down.